Don't lose that, Roger.
Good evening, Melissa Zimmerman, 2525 Stony Creek Drive.
Good evening.
Tonight you discussed a municipal cannabis dispensary. According to regulations, a cannabis store cannot be located within 500 feet of a daycare or 1,000 feet of a school. The concern that simply having a store within those distances poses a potential risk to our children, and I agree. Now let's talk the East Side Corridor. Instead of 500 or 1,000 feet, we're talking about placing a highway just 17 feet from homes, feet where children play. A road where cars will fly by at high speeds every 17 seconds, creating constant noise pollution and danger. A road in Minnesota is typically measured by its right-of-way, meaning homes are just 17 feet from the road. But even if we stretch that number to use 35 feet instead of 17, how does that compare to 500 or 1,000 feet? If we are so concerned that a possible cannabis sale within 500 feet of a daycare is a danger, how can we justify a highway with vehicles flying past at high speeds just feet from a child's swing set? It takes 300 feet to stop a car at highway speeds, yet we're expected to believe that a possible retail sale of cannabis half a mile away is a bigger threat than a vehicle flying past a child playing in their backyard. If we are truly concerned about safety, then let's apply the same logic here. If a store must be 1,000 feet from a school, then how can we justify a highway 17 feet from homes? The solution is simple. Follow Minnesota's noise regulations and move the East Side Corridor out 1,000 feet, just as we insist on for cannabis stores. Or if we want to be fiscally responsible, let's do it this once and build a road at 34th Avenue, where a minimum maintenance road already exists. A farmer has tilled it under and profited on it for 20 years, but it can be restored and save taxpayers $30 million instead of committing to $60 million to build a two-road alternative for minor differences. So what's the priority? Safety, fiscal responsibility? Because right now we're applying strict standards to one issue while ignoring common sense in another. Let's be consistent, let's be responsible, let's move the East Side Corridor to 34th Avenue and protect families.
Good evening, council members. Matt Sennett, 2519 Stony Creek Drive, here as one resident of many in a neighborhood of 150 homes on the east side of Owatonna, where the city and county are proposing the East Side Corridor, which is a county highway. As Lissa said, that the right-of-way comes within 17 foot of existing homes. So close, as a matter of fact, that the government has actually said that with our affirmative vote, us residents on the side of that highway that's being proposed to be built, we get a noise wall. It's law. And we will vote yes because it's our only guaranteed protection. A noise wall in Owatonna. How ridiculous does that sound? But it is our only protection if you all are to proceed with putting this highway this close to homes. Here's an internal email from the lead engineer on the project. Because from a cost standpoint, the wall doesn't make sense. It says, we aren't going to build a wall, but if the neighborhood votes against the wall, we can move forward with the original alignment, meaning right next to the neighborhood. The engineering firm says back, it's fairly safe to say that most will vote for having the noise wall option. If I lived along that area, heck, I would likely vote for that wall too. To which the engineer then replies, there is a desire by the elected representatives to have a vote taken. Could we still do the vote? And if the wall is rejected, then change the preferred alternative to be right next to the neighborhoods. It's a shame that we have to request this data and get internal emails to get answers to questions that we've been asking for years. But this is what we had to do with the county, and a data request has now been submitted through the city to try to get answers to questions, again, that we've been asking for years. We crave collaboration. We don't want to have to do this, but we would like some communication back and forth. And this just doesn't speak very well to how you all are working with the representatives, us, out in the neighborhoods.